Hello everyone, my name is Sunika. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we will discuss the Senior Power Apps Interview Guide 2026, especially for developers who have some experience in Power Apps or Power Platform and are preparing for interviews. In this video, I will cover some of the most important topics that are commonly asked in interviews, such as Power Apps architecture, named formulas, circular references, calculated columns, Rollup columns, business rules, and plugins. I will explain each concept in a simple and easy way so that it becomes easier for you to understand and remember during your interview preparation. If you are preparing for a Power Apps interview or want to strengthen your Power Platform knowledge, then this video will definitely be helpful for you. So without wasting any time, let's get started and understand these important Power Apps concepts. Question 1. How do you design a scalable Power Apps architecture for enterprise-level applications? Answer. To design a scalable Power Apps architecture for enterprise-level applications, it is important to focus on proper planning, performance, and maintainability. First, developers should start with clear requirements to understand the business process, data volume, and expected number of users. Next, choosing the right data source is important. SharePoint can be used for medium-scale applications, while Dataverse is better for large and complex enterprise applications because it supports relational data and better security. Organizations should also follow a proper environment strategy by using separate environments such as development, testing, and production to support ALM practices. A modular app design should be used instead of building everything in one app by creating reusable components and component libraries. Developers must ensure delegation and performance optimization so that large datasets are processed efficiently by the data source. Implementing a strong security architecture, such as role-based and field-level security, protects sensitive data. Proper error handling should also be implemented using functions like if-error and maintaining error logs. Finally, using a CI/CD and DevOps strategy, such as automated deployments with Azure DevOps pipelines, helps manage application updates and ensures smooth deployment across environments. Question 2. What are named formulas in modern Power Apps? Answer. Named formulas in modern Microsoft Power Apps are app-level, reusable, declarative formulas that are defined once and can be used throughout the entire application. Unlike traditional global variables created using set, in the onStart or button events, named formulas do not require manual updates. They automatically recalculate whenever their dependent data changes, following a declarative programming model. This means you define what the value should be and Power Apps handles when and how it updates. Named formulas are read-only, centrally managed in the app's formula section, and optimized for performance through lazy evaluation, meaning they compute only when needed. They improve maintainability, reduce timing issues, prevent unnecessary recalculations, and make large enterprise applications more scalable and easier to manage. In simple terms, named formulas act like intelligent global calculated variables that automatically stay in sync with the app's data. Question 3. How do you avoid circular references in complex apps in Microsoft Power Apps? Answer. To avoid circular references in complex apps in Microsoft Power Apps, developers should design formulas so that the data flow moves in one direction, for example, A to B, C, and does not loop back to the original formula. A good practice is to follow a layered architecture, where the app has a base data layer, a calculation layer, and a final output layer. This structure helps manage dependencies clearly. When using named formulas, they should depend only on base data or lower-level formulas to avoid cross-dependencies. Developers should also avoid mixing imperative logic, like set or update context, with declarative formulas incorrectly, as it can create hidden dependencies. Complex logic should be broken into smaller independent formulas, and self-referencing calculations should be avoided. In some cases, collections can be used to store static data snapshots, and reviewing the formula dependency flow before implementation helps prevent circular reference errors. Question 4. What is the difference between calculated columns, Rollup columns, and formula columns in Dataverse? Answer. In Dataverse, calculated columns, Rollup columns, and formula columns are used to automatically calculate values, but they work in different ways. A calculated column calculates its value based on other columns in the same table or sometimes a related parent table. It works at the row level and is calculated in real time when a record is created or updated using a built-in expression editor with conditions like if logic. A Rollup column is used to aggregate data from related child records. It works across relationships such as parent-child tables and supports functions like sum, count, min, max, and average. Unlike calculated columns, Rollup columns are not updated in real time. They're updated through a system job or scheduled calculation, and the value is usually read-only. A formula column is a newer feature that uses PowerFX syntax to perform calculations directly in Dataverse. It supports real-time calculations, can reference related tables, and provides more flexibility compared to calculated columns. Because it uses PowerFX, it is more powerful and modern, and it helps overcome many limitations of traditional calculated columns. Question 5. What are business rules, and when should you use them instead of PowerFX? Answer. Business rules in Microsoft Dataverse are no-code logic components used to apply conditional business logic at the table level without writing PowerFX or JavaScript. They allow you to enforce validations, set default values, make fields mandatory or optional, show or hide fields, enable or disable fields, and display error messages based on defined conditions. Business rules are created using a visual designer and can run either at the form level or at the server level, which means they can enforce logic not only within a model-driven app, but also when data is updated through integrations or APIs. This makes them very useful for maintaining data consistency and ensuring standardized business policies across the system. You should use business rules instead of PowerFX when the requirement involves simple condition-based validation or field behavior that needs to be applied at the data level rather than only within a specific screen. They are ideal when you want reusable logic across multiple apps, when non-developers need to manage the logic, or when validation must work regardless of how the record is created or updated. However, if the requirement involves complex calculations, dynamic UI behavior, advanced filtering, multi-step logic, or screen-specific interactivity, especially in Canvas apps, then PowerFX is more appropriate. In summary, business rules are best for enforcing consistent and reusable data-level logic, while PowerFX is better suited for advanced application-level and user interface logic. Question 6. What are plugins, and when are they required? Answer. Plugins in Microsoft Dataverse are custom server-side business logic components written in C# and registered within the Dataverse event execution pipeline. They execute automatically in response to specific data events such as create, update, delete, retrieve, or assign operations on a table. Plugins run securely on the server, which means the logic is enforced regardless of how the data is modified, whether through a model-driven app, Canvas app, Power Automate Flow, API integration, or external system. Because they execute within the Dataverse pipeline, plugins can run before the data is saved, pre-operation, or after the data is committed, post-operation, allowing developers to validate, modify, or extend business logic at a deep system level. When are plugins required? 1. When logic must run at the server level, regardless of how the data is modified. 2. When complex business validation is required before saving a record. 3. When you need real-time transactional logic across multiple related tables. 4. When business rules or PowerFX are not powerful enough. 5. When logic must block record saving under certain conditions. 6. When integrating with external systems during record operations. 7. When performing advanced calculations or automation that must be secure and centralized. Question 7. Difference between synchronous and asynchronous plugins? Answer. The difference between synchronous and asynchronous plugins in Dataverse is mainly based on when and how they execute. A synchronous plugin runs in real time as part of the main transaction pipeline when a record is created, updated, or deleted. The system waits for the plugin to finish before completing the operation. If the plugin throws an error, the entire transaction is rolled back and the record will not be saved. Synchronous plugins are mainly used for critical validations, business rules, or logic that must run immediately. An asynchronous plugin runs in the background after the main operation is completed. It is executed by the async service as a system job, so the user does not have to wait for it to finish. Even if the plugin fails, the original record operation is not rolled back. Asynchronous plugins are typically used for non-critical tasks such as sending emails, calling external APIs, or performing long-running operations. So that's it for today's video. In this video, we discuss some important senior Power Apps interview topics such as Power Apps architecture, named formulas, circular references, calculated columns, Rollup columns, business rules, and plugins. These concepts are very important, especially if you are preparing for Power Apps or Power Platform interviews at an experience level. I hope this video helped you understand these topics in a simple way and will support your interview preparation. If you found this video helpful, please like the video, share it with others who are preparing for Power Apps interviews, and subscribe to the channel for more Power Platform and interview preparation content. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.